Hello and welcome to Yogafinity at Home with me, Shan from Yogafinity. I'm going to be guiding you through a strong yoga practice now, and I'm filming outdoors today as it's such a lovely day, so you might hear some bird song, some dogs barking, but I thought we could benefit from the sunshine and the beautiful light. So this is a challenging practice. As ever, please listen to your body, don't force anything, rest at any point in which you need to. And we're going to begin today in a comfortable seated position. So I'm in Thunderbolt pose, sitting the bottom back to the heels. You can sit cross-legged if that's preferable, or a different comfortable position for you. And I'm just going to rest the hands to the tops of the knees. We're going to begin today with your Ujjayi breath, also translated as ocean breath or victorious breath. And to do this, you need a light constriction of the throat. So one way to practice this to begin with is to take the tongue to the roof of the mouth, keep the mouth closed, and then inhale. You'll feel that breath really rising and filling into the ribs here. And then on your exhalation, keep the mouth closed, keep the tongue to the roof of the mouth, and breathe out. So breathing in to begin with. And then that's your exhalation. So try to make it as smooth as you can. If it feels stressful or uncomfortable, then you don't have to continue with it during the practice, but it is something that you can get used to over time, and it will transform your yoga practice. It's a warming breath, and it also takes you into a state of moving meditation when you practice it during your asanas, your yoga postures. So let's just close the eyes and practice that Ujjayi breathing for a few inhales and exhales. So starting with the tongue to the roof of the mouth, and then we'll remove the tongue from the roof of the mouth and practice that ocean breath then. So taking a nice deep breath in and exhaling. Feeling that constriction at the back of the throat. With the tongue at the roof of the mouth, let's practice that again. And again. Breathing in. Breathing out. And now take the tongue away from the roof of the mouth and try that again. Breathing in, constricting the back of the throat. And exhaling. Breathe in, feel that breath into the ribs. And exhaling. One more. This is an audible breath. And blink the eyes open. So we can continue with that Ujjayi breathing throughout our yoga practice now as we start to warm up. So interlacing the hands this time. We're going to take the arms out in front, pressing the back of the hands away, draw the chin down to the chest. And then as you inhale, straighten up, press the palms away, reach the palms up. Draw the ribs in, the navel in. And then release the grip, stretch the arms all the way back. Exhaling, chin down to chest, stretching the upper back. Inhaling to sit up tall, press the palms away, reach palms to sky. And release, keep stretching as you circle those arms back. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale to straighten, lift the palms. This time, take another inhalation and lengthen the belly. And then as you exhale, lean to the right. Keep the ears away from the upper arms. Keep the navel drawn in here. Inhale to center, lengthen. And exhale, lean to the left. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, leaning to the right. Inhale to center and exhale the other way. Keep that navel drawing in. Inhale to center and then release. Bring the arms behind you so you're on fingertips lightly here, and then you can lean back to open the chest, open the throat as well. And come upright. You're going to sit back now with the bottom back to the mat, soles of the feet flat in front of us. As you inhale, reach fingertips to sky. And as you exhale, take one arm behind, fingertips facing back, and the other arm reaches across. So inhaling to lengthen the spine here, and exhaling to gently twist round. So that right elbow is just to the outside of the left thigh here. Inhale, reach up to center. And exhale, twist the other way. Left elbow to the outer right thigh this time. Right palm behind you, fingertips facing back. Inhaling to lengthen. Exhaling to twist. And come back to center. We're going to come onto all fours now. Into tabletop position. Let's tuck the toes under at the back. We're going to take some tricep push-ups. So first of all, lifting up into the shoulder blades, reaching the chest forward, and then we're going to hug those elbows in and lower down until our arms and elbows come to right angles, bringing the chest just in between or slightly forward of the hands. We're going to take 5 of those tricep push-ups here. And now sink the bottom back towards the heels. Reach the arms forward and rest the forehead down to the mat. Come on to fingertips now. And send the bottom back once again. Relax the head and neck. Come back to all fours. So we're going to take those tricep push-ups again. You can take them with the knees lifted. This is obviously much stronger. So I'll demonstrate 5 in this position. So taking 5 here or another 5 with the knees down. Hugging those elbows into the ribs. Long straight line of the body to begin with. And you want to bring your weight forward slightly here as you lower. Take the knees down. We're going to take puppy pose this time. So tucking the toes under once again, but this time keeping the hips stacked over the knees and then reaching forward with the arms. We're stretching under the armpits here. So don't let the lower back go entirely. Keep the navel drawing in and then reach forward. Relaxing the head and neck once again. And coming upright. So options this time, either to take crouching tiger or dolphin pose. So you're crouching tiger, you're here on all fours, you draw the navel in, and then you lift and hover the knees, taking the weight back into the balls of the feet. We're going to hold here, or we're going to take dolphin pose. And to do that, you're going to cross the arms so you're holding onto the upper arms here, and then tuck the thumbs under the armpits. Come back down to the knees with the toes tucked under. Take the elbows down to the mat. And then bring the forearms down with the fingers interlaced. From here, you're going to lift up into the shoulder blades and then lengthen the neck by taking the shoulder heads back. Relax the head. And with those toes tucked under, lift the hips as you would to come into a downward facing dog. So keep the knees a little soft to begin with the gaze between the feet, and then really press the mat away, stretch those armpits back towards the ankles, and find your breath here. We're going to hold for 5 breaths. And lower down. Let's take our embryo child's pose this time. So coming to tuck the forehead towards the knees, you can come onto the crown of the head and rest the backs of the hands behind you, tucking in here and just releasing the upper back. So this time we're going to come into plank pose. And then I'll give you your options from plank. So stepping back into plank, you can of course do your plank position with the knees down and hold here. Or we're going to take knee taps. So holding strong through the torso, that long straight line of the body, and just lowering each knee about a couple of centimetres from the mat. Or the stronger variation, you're going to hug knee to chest, knee down to mat, hug it back in and back to plank. Hug knee to chest, tap, hug in and back to plank. So we're going to do 10 of those now, whichever option you choose. Coming into plank position to start. Make sure that chin isn't dropped here. Keep reaching the chest forward. And then the lower option of the knee taps, or I'll do the stronger variation. Knee to chest, tap knee, hug in and plank. That's 4. 6. 8. And that's 10. Wherever you are, take the knees down, bottom back towards the heels, take the knees wide this time, come to extended child's pose, reach forward with the arms, relax the forehead down towards the mat. And it's nice here to just take some release exercises into the wrists. So making a fist and then shooting the fingers out. And then just rolling those wrists both directions. Stretch out once again. Come to fingertips, brace the belly, lift back up. So we're coming to plank once again, and there's 2 other options this time which I'll guide you through. So the lower option, we go from plank, back to tabletop, and then step to plank. Tabletop, step to plank. So that's option 1. Or the stronger variation, we start in plank, we hug knee to chest, we turn that knee out, so the left knee comes to the outer elbow here, we take it back to the centre, we take it across the body to the other elbow, back to the centre, back to plank, and the same on the other side. So we're going to take 10 of those options now. As before, I'll do the stronger variation. Beginning in plank pose. Knee to chest, out to the elbow, to chest, across the body to the other elbow, centre and release. Or you're walking from plank to tabletop. That's 4. 5. 10 in total. Really feeling this in the core now. And when you've completed 10, take the knees down. Whew, that one's strong. And we're going to come down to the tummy now. So hug those elbows in, releasing with control to the tummy. Stretch out the legs. Forehead down to the mat. Take the arms behind you, palms down. Press down with the tops of the hips. Firm the glutes. And then as you inhale, lift the shoulders first of all, squeezing the shoulder blades back and down. Lift the feet and legs. Lift the palms, reach back through the fingertips. Ujjayi breathing. And release. Palms either side of the chest. Bring the tops of the feet back to the mat, forehead down. Let's press back up to all fours. Tuck the toes under. We're coming into downward facing dog this time. So brace the belly, lift the knees, send the weight back into the balls of the feet. Chest coming towards the thighs. Send the hips high as you start to lower the heels. Keep a little bend in the knees to begin with. Neck in line with the rest of the spine. My gaze is between the feet here. And I'm just going to swizzle my hips one way and the other. You can also pedal it out here. And then stretch back. Lift those hips. Hollow the lower abdominals here. Press the mat away, extending through the arms. Deep breaths. Soften the knees as you walk the hands back to the feet. Grounding through both soles here. And then fold the arms, come into your ragdoll forward fold. Once again, chest to thigh contact here. And then you can take a nice easy sway. Come back to stillness, staying here. Or for more of a stretch into the hamstrings, you can interlace the arms, holding opposite elbows behind the legs. And then maybe start to straighten those legs a little more. Really rooting down through the feet. And release. We're going to come up to standing with a straight back. So start to brace the belly here. Reach the arms forward. Bringing the arms overhead as you really plant those feet and lift up strongly. To standing. And then reach the arms all the way down. Moving to the top of the mat for mountain pose and sun salutations. Beginning with the hands at heart center in our Anjali Mudra. As you inhale, sweep the arms out to the side, tuck the tailbone, firm the glutes here, reach up. And exhale, soft knees. Move into your forward fold, bend the knees as much as you need to be able to plant the palms down, then relax the head. Weight centered through the soles of the feet. As you inhale, straighten up a little with the legs. Straighten and lengthen the spine. Take the hands, palms to shins or palms to thighs. And it's better to have a bend here and a long spine and straight legs and a rounded spine. So create that energetic sensation as you reach the chest and the crown of the head forward. And exhale, soften the palms back to the earth. Step the right foot back for your plank position. Finding the form in the plank. And then take the knees down, hug elbows in, lower to the tummy. Stretch out the legs. Palms either side of the ribs. Hug elbows in, shoulder blades back and down. Press down with the hips as you inhale to a low cobra. Testing the strength in your lower back here by lifting the palms. Return the palms back down. Tuck the toes under, take the bottom back towards the heels, stretch out. And then send the hips high for downward facing dog. Walk feet to hands, folding forward. Inhale with that flat back, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. And inhale to sweep all the way up. Exhaling, hands once again to the heart center. This time we're going to come into chair pose. So take the feet hip width apart here. Breathing in. Arms down by the side of the body. Bend the knees as if coming to sit in that imaginary chair. Long spine. And then reach the arms up. If this is really too strong here in the shoulders, just take the hands to the heart center instead. Find that ocean breath now, deeply into the ribs, grounded through the feet, keeping the gaze lifted. And then tip into your forward fold. Step the right foot back. Back knee down. Toes release. Brace the belly as you inhale, reach up. Exhale to frame the front foot. Step back to plank. Knees down, hug elbows in. Inhale, low cobra. And exhale, tuck toes, send the bottom back to the heels. Downward facing dog. Lift the right leg and step that front foot through. Knee down, toes released. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, frame the front foot, tuck toes, forward fold. Squat now, so bend those knees, start to lift arms either side of the ears, finding your chair once again. Also known as awkward pose. Very intense pose, builds heat. We've got 5 breaths here. And inhale to stand tall. Exhale, hands to heart center. Let's go again. Chair pose to begin with. Sink down, reach the arms up. This time, let's take our cactus arms. So take those elbows out wide, knit the ribs in, keep the gaze lifted, spine long. Reach the arms up and tilt into your forward fold. Send the left leg back. Knee down, toes uncurled. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, frame the front foot, plank position. Knees down, hug those elbows in. Come down to the tummy. Inhale, cobra. Exhale. Tuck the toes under, press the bottom back towards the heels, and then lift hips for downward facing dog. Left leg lift, step that front foot through, knee down, toes uncurl. Inhale, lift up, and exhale, frame the front foot, folding forward. Chair pose, bend the knees. Ground through the feet as you lift the arms, upper arms either side of the ears if you can, long spine. Cactus arms, open those elbows, spread the fingers wide, knit the ribs in as the chest remains open, gaze lifts. And inhale. Upward salute, exhale, hands to the heart center. Well done. Inhale, reach up. Exhale and fold. Right foot steps back. Knee down, toes uncurled. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, frame the front foot, step back to plank. So once again, we can take the knees down, or this time Chaturanga Dandasana to upward facing dog. I'm going to take that option. So Chaturanga, we move the weight forward, hug elbows in, create a right angle, and then fold the toes under. We're on the tops of the feet, the hips are lifted, the chest is open. Strong in the wrists and the shoulders here. And then tuck those toes, downward facing dog. Deep breaths. This time we're going to lift the right leg, coming into a split dog. So you're going to open that hip. Instead of keeping the hip square, open the hip so that it rolls out. Keep the shoulders square. Keep reaching armpits to ankle. And then we can bend that top leg and send that foot, that right foot over to the left, towards that left armpit. Keep those shoulders open. Left foot firmly planted, staying here. If you'd like to try a wild thing, so long as you know you have enough stability and no injury in your shoulder, start to lower that right foot, coming onto the ball of the foot, and then you can send the chest, the heart up to the sky here, and reach that right arm back. Lift those hips, and exhale, come back to downward facing dog. Lift and step the right foot through. Knee down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, frame the front foot. Forward fold. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Let's do that on the other side. Inhale, reach up. Exhale and fold. Left foot steps back. Knee down, toes uncurled, brace the belly. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, frame the front foot, plank position. Knees down, cobra pose. We'll keep the knees lifted, chaturanga, upward facing dog. Bring your weight forward. So the shoulders come over the wrists, hug those elbows in, straight line of the body. Roll over the feet and lift to upward dog. Chest open. Watch you're not throwing the head back there. And tuck toes, downward facing dog. Armpits to ankles, pressing the mat away, lifting the left leg, and then opening that hip. Keep the shoulders square, shoulder line open, bend the top leg, and open the hip further, sending that left leg over to the right shoulder. Staying here or coming into your wild thing. Taking the left ball of the foot down, bringing the hips up, opening the chest, and reaching that left palm to sky. Come back to downward facing dog. Take the left leg high. Step it through. Knee down, inhale, reach up. And exhale, frame the front foot. Folding forwards. Inhale, upward salute. Exhale, hands to heart center. Just take a moment here in Tadasana, mountain pose, reconnecting with your breath. And then on your next inhalation, reach the arms up. Exhale to fold. We're stepping back to a high lunge. So step the right foot back. And then either take the hands to the thigh and lift up that way, or use your core now to reach up into high lunge position. So bringing that left hip back, right hip crease forward here. Energized through the arms. And then we're going to hold on to opposite elbows, tuck the tailbone, knit the ribs in, inhale, lengthen, exhale, lean to the diagonal. Spine long. Firm in the standing leg, straighten the arms, reach forward. Ujjayi breaths. Come back to that high lunge position And then start to bring the arms down. Transfer your weight as you step onto the left leg and guide the right knee in towards the chest. Holding firm here. Navel draws in. Hip flexor working. And then carefully bend the front leg. Step back to high lunge. And then bend the back knee a little so you're upright here. You can also bring the hands to the hips. We're going to do 5 of those. So we've done 1. That's 2. 3. Body upright. 4. Arms down. Firm in the standing leg. That's 5. Coming in one more time now. And from here, hinging into your warrior 3 balance. So bring the torso to the diagonal. Knee comes down. We reach back through the back leg. Toes down to the floor. Square the hips off here. Reach back through the arms. Chest is open. Draw the belly in. Ujjayi breathing once again. And then we can dip and straighten. Dip and straighten. 5 of these. Keep the chest open. Step back with control to high lunge position. And exhale, frame the front foot. Step back, plank pose. Chaturanga up dog or knees down, cobra pose. Send the hips high for downward facing dog. Lift the right leg, hug knee to chest, step through. Let's reach up to high lunge position now. This time sending the right hip back and the left hip crease forward. Trying to lift that back knee. Hold on to opposing elbows. Inhale, lengthen, tuck tailbone, ribs in, come to the diagonal. Keep the chest away from the front thigh. Upper arms either side of the ears if you can. Reach forward through the arms. Firm in that standing leg. Lift back to high lunge. Soften the back knee. Start to transfer your weight now. So arms come down. Straighten the right leg as we hug left knee to chest. Pulling up firmly on the supporting leg. And with care, coming back. High lunge with the back knee bent, body upright. Arms straight or hands to hips. 5 of these movements now. Coming through on your inhalation, exhaling. Hugging knee to chest. Bending the back knee, keeping the body upright. Last one, inhaling, holding strong here. Shoulders down, chest open. And tilting through now to warrior 3. Reaching back as you straighten that back leg. Toes down to the floor. Square the hips as much as you can. Chest open, belly drawn in. And then we're going to take 5 dips here. Well done. Come back to high lunge position. Square those hips once again. Energize through the fingertips. And then straighten the front leg. Keep those legs out wide. Toes at 45 degrees. Bring the hands to the heart center. Breathe in deeply. And as you exhale, come into goddess pose here, goddess squat. And then inhale, lift up. Exhale to squat back down. Inhale, exhale. Neutral spine, those hips and knees pressing open. And we can stay here in our goddess squat, or you can take Malasana, which is a Hindi squat. I'm going to take Malasana, also known as garland pose, by just heel toeing the feet in a little bit and then bringing the bottom down in between the hips here. You can also do this on the balls of the feet if that's more comfortable and enables you to press those knees out to the side. So whichever option you take, watch you're not rounding down here. Long spine, whether you're in goddess pose or Malasana. Bringing those, pressing the palms together and lowering them down to open the chest even more. And release. We're going to come down to the mat now, as elegantly as you can. Taking boat pose. So options for boat pose. We're going to reach the arms forward, nice long spine. Lifting to tiptoes, and then lifting one shin to parallel the other, one tiptoe down the other. This is option 1. Option 2, from tiptoes, both shins lifted together. Or option 3, shins parallel, straighten, shins parallel, straighten. So take your option. Starting here. Let's go. Trying for 10 of these. Oh, hand rest, bring the tiptoes down. Soles of the feet together, coming to bound angle pose, Baddha Konasana. Knees out wide, inhale, lengthen. Press those knees down as the pelvic floor lifts. Inhale, lift the knees, lengthen spine. Exhale, take the knees down. And then guide the knees together. Coming into now upward tabletop. So soles of the feet planted ahead of you. Arms behind, fingertips facing in towards the body. Open the chest, shoulder blades back and down, breathe in. As you exhale, lift the hips high. So just as you would in a tabletop, on your hands and knees, you're coming up the other way. This is a hard one for me. Opening the chest, really planting those feet as you lift the hips, strengthening the hamstrings, the glutes. This is one variation. The stronger one is to lift with straight legs. Coming back to your ocean breath. And ease out of that position. Soles of the feet back to the mat, bottom towards the heels. Reach forward through the arms, chin down to chest, roll down. Coming onto your back. One last strengthening exercise to finish, which is bridge pose. Plant the soles of the feet, knees above ankles, feet around hip width apart, but make sure it feels good in your hips. I like to turn my toes out slightly here. Breathe in. On your exhalation, take the entire back into the mat and then lift the hips. So just a light touch. You can even take the palms up here so there's less likelihood that you'll press into the arms. Press instead into the soles of the feet as you strengthen, contract the hamstrings, firm the glutes. Inhale, chest to chin. Exhale, press down, lengthen lower back. Relax the neck. Relax the muscles of the face. Breathe deeply, close the eyes. And then rise onto the balls of the feet and start to curl down through the spine. Whew. Take the arms out in a T shape now with the palms up. Back into the mat, shins parallel here. Breathe in. As you exhale, shift the hips slightly to the left and then guide the knees over to the right. Keep them waist height. Taking the right hand to the top of the left knee, settling through the ankles, the hips and the shoulders, and turning the head to the left. Letting go of any tension now. On your inhalation, bring the knees to center. Take another breath in. As you exhale, shift the hips this time to the right, guide the knees down to the left. Left hand to the top of the right knee. Turn the head to the right with the palm facing up. Inhale and glide those knees back to center and come to your final resting posture. Either constructive rest or stretching out the legs to Shavasana. A well-deserved Shavasana after that strong yoga practice. Lengthen the back of the neck. Have that gap under the armpits. Feet relaxed. Let go of your Ujjayi breathing now. Let your breath just come back to its regular rhythm. And take as long as you need here. And when you're ready, take a full deep breath in to come back into your body. Full breath out. Breathe in. Exhale through the mouth. One more deep breath in. Big releasing breath out. And as you inhale, reach the arms overhead. Take a full body stretch. Pointing fingers, stretching into fingertips and toes. And then sweep the arms down. Gently guide the knees into the chest. Hug in here. Rock from side to side. Stretch an arm overhead. Roll onto your side. Stretch out the top leg, breathe in. On your exhalation, limber slowly up to sitting, finding a comfortable position to finish with. Hands to the heart center. Just reconnecting with your breathing. Blink the eyes open. Thank you so much for joining me for this strong yoga practice. It's quite wonderful to have Shavasana with the sound of birdsong there. Do hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you again very soon. Namaste.